if I use numbers. Hi!
Hello!
Good morning, everybody. Oh man. Yeah, that I've noticed a lot of the lives when I get them on my computer.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't get the notifications right away. Hi, Lemmy Lemon. Good morning, and Jerry and Tim. If Tim is there, if not, hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry. Hi,
Um,
Lemmy.
um, but even when I do get the notifications, there's always the first few words cut off. I don't
Yes.
know why that is.
Yes.
There's always the first few words cut off. So I'm starting to try and remember to not say anything, even when it says you're live now.
Mm-hmm.
Still give it a few more seconds
Mm-hmm.
because it's all, I don't know. It just annoys me when I come in and the broadcast just started, but I know the person's already talking, and I don't know if I missed something, if it was on my end or what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the famous lag. Who knows?
Hi. Hi.
Hey, Georgia. Good morning.
Good morning, Georgia.
So yeah, Barbie and I were just discussing your estate sales because I know Jerry and Tim have the most awesome estate sales in their area, but me in my area not so much. A lot of mine are junk or are just not worth going or are just not stuff that I'm interested in. A lot of it too is only building stuff or furniture or newer stuff or whatever. And I look at I was killing some time this morning when I should have gotten my sale together, and looking at it, and I saw that there's one starting right now that has everything I'm looking for, and it's a stuffed house only 2 miles away. So I'm gonna probably head out after the sale and see what they have, just to see if it's anything that I can afford, because that's the next question is the prices. Hey, Penny Sue and Albert too. Good morning. So we do have. Hi, Tim. We do have. Yeah, we. Uh, Anyways, so oh well. What else is new? How is everybody else doing? And everybody knows Barbie, right?
Hi, everybody. It's good to see everybody. Tiger, thanks so much for having me on your channel this morning.
I'm trying. Well, I need to get some guests back on my channel. It's more fun that way. It's I enjoy having people with me on my channel. I just gotta get back to sending out emails and inviting people, because somehow I'm bad about that. I don't know. I'm just really bad about staying in touch with anybody. That's why I don't have friends, because I forget. I can't even text, hey, how are you doing? Hi, Marianne, good morning, and Kim. Every so often I see now it says we've been live for 3 seconds. It just came up. Oh, who knows? I know we've been live more than 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole thing is. Anywho, we have totally cool stuff. We're gonna do taking turns. And Geneva, good morning.
Hi, Geneva.
And anyone who bought from me yesterday, I have not done anything with that yet, just in case you all come back today. Plus, by the time I was done with that sale, I still had to do some stuff, get ready for this sale. I'm just horrible about this whole notification stuff and this whole preview stuff. And I know Barbie made this totally cool little thing with pictures in it. I don't even know what these things are called. I don't know how to make them. And Angela made me a totally cool thing in it with that coffee that looked like a frappuccino or like an ice coffee
Mm-hmm.
thing. But that thing only gets on my when I do the thumbnail for StreamYard, it gets cut off. It doesn't The whole thing doesn't fit on there. So I only have half of it on there. It's just so frustrating, this whole stuff.
Tiger, have you a cup of coffee? Should we say cheers?
No, I'm done my coffee. I'm back to my water now, but
Okay.
cheers.
So cheers. And I say you are a wonderful, kind, fantastic individual who does a lot for this community. And I ask that
I would. No, I don't need
you embrace
I'm
who you are, and just know you're loved, and don't be so hard on yourself. We
Hi,
are all
Maggie.
so hard on ourselves, and
Hey, Karen.
We are all just doing our best, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Being lazy, which apparently doesn't exist. I've learned that just recently that nobody is really lazy. If you get overwhelmed or don't get stuff done, there's always a reason behind it. You
Mhm.
just gotta find that reason and fight it. And I'm just too lazy to find any reasons why I'm lazy. I've been lazy all my life. But
Well, what they say though too is acceptance is key. So it's also in case you don't want to find it,
yes, oh, I've accepted I'm lazy like
just
50 years ago.
just say
That's
I am, and then it really relieves a lot of stress. Let me tell you.
okay, folks. But and I've never got to, I'm so bad. I haven't had any videos lately because I keep forgetting, and I still don't know how to edit. And then I go to the shops, and then they play the music, and then I'm worried about the whole copyright strikes, so I don't post my videos, and then I just eventually delete them. But they're not that good anyways. So that's I'm really hoping to be able to figure out some editing here pretty soon and just make better videos. But I did get some friend mail that I didn't. Hey Sheila, good morning.
Oh,
That I
Sheila.
didn't think was that I didn't. Maggie, I think I did say hi. I was trying to interrupt Barbie unsuccessfully, trying to say hi to everybody, but so I did get some friend mail, and I want to show you that real quick. The tiger from Misty.
Oh my
The one
goodness,
that
I
she goes,
love it.
isn't he cute?
And it has
He
a
goes with the other one
bell.
that I bought from Amy. So
Let's see.
now we got two vintage tigers in the
Oh
house.
my gosh. I love
So
those so much.
I do too. I'm totally in love with these. And this one's kind of funny because his face is kind of mushed in. I don't know if that's the post office doing or that's just time, but I kind of like him that way.
Yes.
So he's been sitting here on my couch, and then Angela sent me some surprise friend mail from Vinny, Vintage Vinny's
Oh, yep.
Antiques.
Yep. Let's see.
That totally cool piece.
It's purple.
Yes, and it's beautiful. I
It's
guess
very
it's
beautiful.
supposed to be a Jack of the Pulp
It
vase.
does.
Now,
It
my
looks.
first
Mhm,
my first thing, because it's not that tall. It's just
mhm,
it to me it was an ice cream bowl. So I
mhm.
thanked her for the ice cream bowl, and she was like, "That's a vase." And now she's making fun of me every chance she gets that I wanted to eat ice cream out of out of her Jack of the Pulpit vase that she sent me.
There's no shame in wanting to have ice cream out of a Jack in the Pulpit vase at all.
But seriously, I mean, it is not that tall. I
It's
mean, the only
not.
thing I can think
It
of is
definitely can be mistaken for an ice cream bowl.
like those sea roses, they have like the water and they lie on top of the water.
Mhm.
That's something that would fit in there perfectly if I had one of those. But you know what? I've been trying to lose weight, so I haven't had anything good. I've been sticking to healthy and small portions and no
Mhm.
snacking and no treats. But I'm ready to get some ice cream just to break the monotony. So maybe I need to get some ice cream, put it in this bowl, and then take a picture just for Angela.
Would you please? Would you please? I want that for you.
But Angela, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. And I know she did send make a comment in one of the chats like, yeah, you may have some friend mail coming. Um,
Oh,
from I think she did mention from Vinny, and I was thinking, well, I could just go back and look at Vinny's sale and see what she bought for me, but I didn't do that.
good. I'm
I
glad you
liked
didn't.
the surprise, and I was gonna do it on camera, but then I was like, when you open a package on camera, it's so boring because you have this whole awkward moment where you cut it open and where you got all the stuffing out, and plus it was like by the time I saw it, well, it had been delivered because the post office delivered it to the wrong door, and I was looking at the other door where they usually deliver it. I didn't think it was there yet, and then I checked my email in the evening and it said it had been delivered. Oh wait, it's already there. So I just ripped it open in the kitchen and looked at it because I was too curious to see what it was. But yeah, I like that thing.
and
It's a
and
beautiful piece.
it's very beautiful. And plus, opening it live online or doing an unboxing, it's like you pull it out and Tiger's looking at it and goes, "Oh, it's an ice cream bowl." And then someone says in the chat, "No, it's a Jack in the Pulpit vase." And you go, so everybody sees everything. So when you do it in private,
Yeah, and I don't have a problem with that because to me it's still
yeah, I know.
Jack in the Pulpit ice cream bowl.
Yes.
So, and the whole Jack in the pulpit thing is new to me anyways. I found one of those vases and found somewhere at Gucci'ville, and that was when I googled it and looked it up, that was the first time I heard of it. And after that, all of a sudden I've been seeing these things around, and they were absolutely beautiful, but it's
Hmm.
like it took me like 2 months to even remember the name of the word. So, and I claim language barrier. Yep, it's real. So, ancestral beginnings. Good morning. Good morning. So, that's Mary, right? I always forget
I
names.
think so.
I'm old,
Mhm.
I have an excuse. My remember is not working anymore. When I took Oliver to the vet, she was like, "Oh yeah, we already did that last time you were here, and we talked about this last time you." And I was like, huh? I don't remember. Apparently, he was unofficially already diagnosed with asthma, which I was like, "Yeah, I think he's got asthma." She's like, "Yeah, I know. We talked about that last time." And he got the steroid shots and whatever she gave him, and even that got more expensive since the last time we were there. And lo and behold, he's fine. He's not wheezing anymore. He
Oh,
still
good.
snores when he sleeps, but then snores anyway. So do I.
I do
But
too.
yeah, that stuff helps. It's and I guess she did develop some way to give a cat inhaler puffs and something to put over their mouth and over their
Oh,
face to inhale. But it's like, you know what? There's no way I can get this cat to hold still to put stuff over his face and give him an inhaler. So
same with
no,
mine.
no. If the shots work, then we just go in once a year or so and get the shots, or twice a year.
Right.
Catching him is hard because he is really, really good about avoiding the hands when has to. Oh man, I always feel bad when it happens because they're like, he was all asleep in his little cubby hole, and here I am, and he's like,
Hmm.
oh, and he starts to fight and he starts to hiss, and he's never hissed at me. He
Yeah.
doesn't hiss normally. He's a good boy. He's a friendly guy, but when it comes to trips to the vet, yeah, they lose all
Yes.
senses.
Yes.
See, that's the only issue with these felines. See, dogs are easy because they're happy. Oh, we're going out. Go on. Yeah. Let's go. Leash. Let's go. Until we get to the front door. Oh no, we're not going here. We're going back home. Let's go
Exactly.
the other way. Let's go the other way. But you already got them on the leash.
Hmm.
And you
Hmm.
end up winning that one. But the cats, it's like they see the
They
carrier. It's
they they sense it. They just know.
Oh, they know. It's funny because I always put out the carrier a couple days ahead of time, and because they're
Hmm.
usually stacked away on top of the furniture somewhere.
Hmm.
But I always put it out a couple days ahead of time so that they don't hide as soon as I bring it out because they
Hmm.
know better.
Right.
But then they all go in there and all check it out. And the day before, Oliver was even in there sleeping for a while. I was thinking, well, next time maybe I should bring it out right before we leave. He goes in there to check it out, and boom, close the door, and we're done. I don't even have to fight him. Good morning, Beth. Yeah, we're so mean as
Hi,
humans.
Beth. Good morning.
Trying to save our kitties. And see, like Yoshka, he had diabetes, and I think he figured out that he felt better after he got his insulin shots because I had to give him to him every day,
Mhm.
and I gave him a treat every time, so he at least got a treat out of it, which he liked. But with a you would think that they realize they feel better and then they're grateful and they kind of put one and one together, but no, they don't. No, they
I know
don't.
I'm grateful for a treat.
I would give you one, but I somehow this whole StreamYard has not perfected the
Not
giving each
not
other
yet.
treat
Not yet.
thing yet.
Hmm.
So sorry about that.
Hmm.
And we have no ice cream in the house anyways because we're trying to lose weight. Now I gotta go out and buy a huge tub of ice cream because that's a pretty big bowl.
You can get lots and lots and lots of ice cream in there.
But no, I can't. I can't buy huge tubs of ice cream. I gotta be good. I got about 50 to 70 pounds to lose. Actually, if I can lose 50 for now, I'll be happy.
Mm.
Ultimately, I'd like to lose 70. I did lose 70 pounds before, but it all came back with interest. It's just such a
Been there, done that.
Such a lost cause. Well, yeah, I know. And they say it's the metabolism, it's the body. And some people, like I have a friend who's the exact opposite. She's trying to gain weight and she can't. She looks anorexic and she's not. It's just really, really, really hard. It's really hard. It's really, hey, Sue, good morning. It's really bad because it's just. Anyways, we were going to rehome some totally cool stuff. And we brought some totally cool stuff. Let's stop boring everybody with cat stories and start exciting everybody with cool stuff. And with that, well, we know the deal. Oh yeah, I did bring my, I don't know if it works or not. Hi, Bonnie, good morning. I think yeah, someone messed up your name there. That's why it was held for review. Oops.
Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Let's see if this works again or not. Sometimes it works. Yes, it works again. So we have everybody who's here right now has bought from us before, except for Nightbot. Nightbot doesn't buy anything. Nightbot does not have permission to buy. So, but you know the deal. I think we have so far. For myself, I think I have everybody's info who's here now. If anyone shows up later who is new, and we can repeat the story. But for now, we all know what's going on. We all know what we're supposed to do. Send in info and pay for things within a couple days after receiving. It's okay, Bonnie. I know it wasn't on purpose, but at least we got a laugh out of it. It's all good.
Yeah, totally.
So let's go ahead and start with Barbie and see what cool stuff she's brought. Of course, then do this number. There we go. You know, StreamYard took the duck away. I wonder why. I liked that duck. It was cute.
Did you like the duck?
Yeah.
Well, the beak was up. If you could be in very weird spaces if you were in a like, when people are on a line in a.
Yeah, sometimes you had it in the picture. Yeah, I remember
your face
that.
was the duck or something, whatever. But.
Sue's asking where Minnesota are. She said she lived there for years.
Oh, very cool, Sue. I am in St. Paul, so I am in the Highland Park area, also near Grand Avenue, near the Governor's Mansion area. That's where I am at. So I am Punk, Funk, and Junk, and I am happy to be here on Tiger's channel. I do know most of you. Some of you are new to me, but it's great to be here. This morning, Tiger and I will be modding the channel. So we'll be helping each other out with our starts and stops. Oh, good. I'm glad, Sue. Karen, I saw your question. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. And it's great to be here this morning with you all. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, but it's great to be back. It's like riding a bike. Bonnie, it's totally fine. So I have 10 items and Tiger, I think, has 20 or sort of 20.
Around that.
Around that number. So we're going to, I'm going to do one and Tiger's probably going to do two. So we'll go back and forth. If you have any questions, let us know in the chats. So my first item is, it's an offer up, Tiger. And this is going to start at $12. Thanks, Beth. It's good to be here. This is an L.E. Smith.
Wow, that's pretty.
Compote dish. It's really pretty and it's very heavy as well. And it's going to start at 12 and it's what they call the moon and stars pattern. Let me bring it up really close. But I think we're getting into the season of, we can start talking about things for fall. I do want to bring up one little condition issue, and it's right here, right at the seam. There is a little bit of a flea bite. These grooves are all along the bottom, and right here, there's just a little tiny flea bite. I can feel it with my finger. And you can't see it, but you can feel it.
Now, if it was a big flea bite, it'd be a chip.
Good point.
I haven't seen too many big flea bites.
I know you love that word flea bite. I know you mention it often.
I
Um,
do.
this is
And
a
I
beautiful.
say that too, a tiny flea bite. And I'm thinking, wait, well, if it wasn't tiny, then it wouldn't be a flea bite, that'd be a chip. Just like we're talking about the weather outside. The weather inside doesn't exist. We always say these things.
And this is why I enjoy watching your shows, because I enjoy your conversation immensely. It's a nice deep compote dish, so great things to go inside, whether it be artificial fruit pieces, fairy lights, or just having it by itself, or you could float some flowers in here. But we are getting to the fall season, and I just love the detail. Just about every space is taken with something beautiful on it. And as far as measurements are concerned, this piece is 6¼ inches tall, and the mouth is about 6 inches wide. So this piece, like I said, it's an offer up starting at $12 if you're interested.
And Tim is asking for no chips, please, because he's hungry this morning.
Yeah. All right, guys. And if you happen to watch this on the replay, you can always shoot me an email. Here's my email right below here. And let me know if there's something that you're interested in, and I can let you know if it's still available. All right, on to you, friend.
Okie dokie. Yes, I'm still working on my organization here because I'm always so busy running my mouth, I forget to do stuff I'm supposed to do. That's me. You know me. You can't get a word in edgewise when there's a tiger around. So, let's see what we got. We have. Oh, yeah, let's start with this one. This one is it's supposed to be a music box, but the music box part is a little bit faulty. It plays Born Free, and it does play a little, and then it stops. My guess is all you have to do is take off the cover and probably clean it up. I don't think it's broken. It feels like it's just not running properly. I don't know, maybe it's so old that it's sometimes it does try and do it. Sometimes it does try and do a noise and then it stops again. So, but look at it. Isn't it a beautiful swan? Just for that. I mean, I won't even play music boxes. I just love
I
these.
like the glaze on that.
There's the bottom. It's made in Japan. It says Born Free
Is this an
again.
offer up, Tiger?
Um, let
Or is
me
this a
see.
straight?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that a
Okay.
straight price. I don't know. I'm just coming up with these ideas as I'm going along because there's no fun planning ahead. I've got prices with everything, but when I'm gonna do an offer up, I'm probably gonna go 5 minutes after the fact. Oh, there, let's do. I was gonna do an offer up and I forgot, so let's start all over again. No, I'm kidding. Good. Um, where is it on my list now? I had it here somewhere. This guy is going to be $10, and we're gonna give him a number 8. $10 and number 8 for this totally cool piece because it's a beautiful piece. And I don't know if it's the mama or daddy swan, but I know the families usually stay together. I've got some totally cool pictures of I remember the TV show Born Free. I loved that. I know I saw the movie too, but I like the TV show. So we go. We
If
got
I
that.
recall, it was about a lion family, correct?
Yeah, it's the people in Africa. It was in Africa, and then wasn't that was the one on the TV show that had the cross-eyed lion Clarence.
Oh.
He was part of that show. Now I have a cross-eyed cat, Oliver. He is cross-eyed as they come. He is so funny. Okay, and my next item, and it's still trying to play the music box. uh, my next item, completely different item, is this totally cool vintage Ulu or Mezzaluna knife. I
Very
found them. I found them built as Ulu or Mezzaluna knife. The Ulu knives come from Alaska, and I know they are big tourists. They make them for tourists as souvenirs. But this one is an original vintage one. It's perfect for like herbs and stuff in the kitchen. You just do your herbs with it. It is fairly sharp, not too sharp, but you can probably sharpen it some more. And I like that because it is an original, because it is the vintage one. It's got the charm and it's still useful. You can use it in your kitchen instead of the what they have now, these made in China things. I always like these better. These are
Hmm.
so. And I didn't test the metal, but I'm pretty sure it's magnetic. So if you have one of those magnetic knife holders, hey Angela, good morning. Uh, Phew, Angela missed all the talk about her. Thank goodness. I was worried.
Your ice cream dish.
The ice cream dish. So this piece, and I'm totally going out of order here. This piece is, where is my little thing here? This piece is $8, and we're gonna give it a number two. No, not the number two. We give it a number, comma.
As well. We're going to give this a number as well.
Well, yes, number 15. There we go. Number 15. Shut up, Swan. See, that Swan is still trying to play to be born free, but uh, I'm sure he was born free, but now he's not free anymore. He's sitting here in my house waiting for a new home. And that was it. Back to Barbie.
All right. My next item is going to be a straight claim. And what I have here, I know Tiger had one of these recently. My lighting isn't going to show all the beautiful colors. But what I have here is a hand-painted, made in Italy piece of pottery. It is a donkey or a burro pulling a cart rather. And here's the mark here. So it was made in Italy, and there's the stamp. Now, what I like about this piece is it's a smaller size, and it's not very heavy. But he's adorable in that he's just got this cute little baseball cap on, which makes it a little cheesy. And the cart that he's pulling, inside, it's a teal color. Bring it out a little bit. And it almost looks like with these knobs around the rim that it appears like almost someone had sewn it. So it almost looks like a hat. But it's a beautiful, this is yellow here. This is a light blue. And then we've got a green. So if you can imagine wearing a
That's definitely you.
but it's small enough where it won't look too garish on a shelf with your other collectibles. And he's just kind of cheeky because he's got this look to him and he's wearing a baseball cap.
Oh, that's cool.
I think he is. Oh, she rewatched it.
Thank you, Angela.
As far as size, like I said, he's not very big. He's a smaller one. And yeah, he is only 7 3/4 inches long. So if you're interested in this burro donkey Italian hand-painted piece, this is letter D, and it's $10. Letter D for $10. And the coloring is a little bit brighter than you can see here, but this is a good aspect of the colors that are on the donkey. All right, on to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing 5 things at once. Yeah, I fell for that too. I didn't see the Mister in front of Vintage and Vino because they're using the same picture. I just go by pictures. Shush, Swan, you're done. That's what I'm still trying to play. So Yes. What else do I have? I have a totally cool pottery treat jar, which is also probably be used for anything else. Could be used for cashews or pickles or whatever you want to put in there. Oh, it's a little bit on the heavier and a little bit on the bigger side. If you're worried about the shipping, you all know we're shipping from Arizona, but it's a beautiful piece. The only reason why I'm getting rid of it now is because I found another one, and I just don't need all of these jars. Um, and if nobody wants this one today, then I'll probably change it out and offer the other one next week. Ha ha! But I love my pottery. What can I say? It's one of
Pottery
those
is
things I'm addicted to, but then I have too many addictions. That's just horrible. I need
glass.
some major
Glass is my
intervention.
first
Man,
addiction. Pottery's my second.
glass, pottery. Well, I have so many more addictions. Oh my God. Don't even get me going on art, especially art that goes on the wall, and especially large art that goes on the wall. I don't have enough as it is, and I certainly don't have enough large walls for all the stuff that I got boxed up somewhere. So this piece, look at it. It's got the lid, and it's just a nice design because it's got the
Mm-hmm.
design up there, and it is signed, but I don't know who it's signed by. I do not know this company or this person, but it is just a beautiful piece, and it's clean inside, and there it says G, and it's definitely made by someone who knows what they were doing, and it's blue, and two tone is really nice, and it is. Let me see. It's about 7.5 by 5 outside dimensions without the handles. So with the handles, it'll be a little bit more. And if you have dog treats, those bones, they fit in there nicely because it's got the long shape. It's not
Well, good
round.
to know.
And or even those little jerky things that sell at Costco, which they sell on sale for by half price every so often, and then I stock up and buy a whole collection, and then they last for the next 10 years. And but yeah, so this piece I will let that go for $15, and I'm giving it the number 10. $15 for this totally cool piece, number 10. Now I know the shipping, but you don't find one of those pieces too often. And if you look at the lid handle and the side handles, they match. So it is just really well made. That was that. Let's put this away somewhere. Yeah, I still have stuff from yesterday all over the place. And what else I have is a mug with a chip. Again, my own personal collection. I've used this mug for a while, but my cabinets are getting so full I need to move it, unfortunately. And it does have the obligatory flea bite that needs to be part of the deal. Without a flea bite, it'd be boring. I don't know who made it, where it came from. It's just, yeah, that's just a little sticker residue on the bottom there. I've used it. Let's see. It is, it's a, it's about 5.5 inches tall. So if you like your beer on football Sunday and look at ships at the same time, there you go. I don't know who made it. I don't know how it was made, but it looks really, really nice. It's a beautiful picture.
I'm a fan of tall ships. I love them.
Mm.
It's a
Oh
great.
yeah, I got a nice collection of those too. I used to build those when they had those like the Revell and stuff. Those
Did
those
you?
sets that they, and there was this one line back in the 70s they had. It was a Japanese company, and they made all these tall ships, all the ones that all the famous one, like the Cutty Sark, like the Gorch Fock, like the Passat Palmia, all those. Man, and I had the whole collection, and then I moved out of the house, and I had no idea. But my mom, she everything I left behind, she threw away
Oh,
without asking me, without giving me a heads up. She figured I moved out, I left it behind, I didn't need it or want it anymore.
oh, that's
Next
heartbreaking.
next time I came back home to visit my mom and stayed in my old room, everything was gone, everything was rearranged, and I was like, what happened to all my stuff?
Oh,
I had a phonograph. I mean, a real one that I used. I played. I played those old 78s on there. It worked. And one of those tall ones
Yeah.
that you have sitting in a room, not on a table, but by itself,
Yep.
with all the records on the bottom and the speaker, whatever they called. It was gone. And that was long before there was thrift stores. There were no thrift stores anywhere near my mom, so she just threw it out. I'm hoping that someone in the trash company picked it up and did something with it,
Mhm.
but I was so mad, and that money thing was worth some money too.
Oh, Tiger.
She had wanted to get rid of it. Why am I talking about this? I'm supposed to give you some heads up. So what did I say? $8, $8, number 14 for the mug. And that was my second one, and we're gonna go back to Barbie.
You know, some things just need to be shared with others. And I think that's great that you shared that about your items. Because maybe it's something you've been needing to talk about.
So frustrated.
That's how I look at it. Recently, I participated in a drop sale, a shop hop sale, and it was Halloween inspired. We called it Summerween. It's up right now on my channel. This item was featured in that sale. It has not sold yet, so I wanted to bring it to Tiger's sale. There's one other item that I have today that's from that sale. This is a 3-tiered, as you can see, skull ceramic light. It is a hobbyist piece, and it stands 10.5 inches tall. I can't believe that that thing is still going. I can still hear Born Free. Your music box.
See, it does it so we don't get a copyright strike, because this way there we don't recognize what song it is and nobody can complain about it. Hi, Cass. Good morning.
Good morning, Kaz. Halloween is my favorite holiday, so I'm a big fan. So I don't know how many people we have here in the chat that appreciate Halloween as I do. Here's what it looks like when it's turned off. And here are their fun little faces.
That is cool.
And again, it's a hobbyist piece. I think it's really cool. And the light, just a light kit, just comes right out, plugs right in.
Wow, that is awesome. You know, those hobbyist pieces don't get enough recognition in our community.
I agree. I
I
love
just
buying a hobbyist piece that's done well and can be passed on to other people.
Me
Now,
too, especially when you think about who made it, why they make it, who
what
was that
what inspired them exactly?
yeah.
Yes, yes. When I did my sale, when I filmed it, this was in the background and it was on for quite a while. So I bring that up because it wasn't hot to the touch. So when you can even leave this on for quite a while with the light on, and the ceramic doesn't get hot to the touch. So it's something that you can leave on for quite a while. So if you are interested in this ceramic hobbyist piece, you can type S for skull into the chat, and it is $25. S for $25.
That is cool. That's a
I love
cool
it.
piece. Yeah, totally cool. And there's so many people who love Halloween. There's got to be someone who would love to give it a new home and who would love to appreciate it for what it is, and maybe think of the person who made it. And we got ancestral beginnings for number S, or letter S. Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much, Mary. I appreciate that.
Cool. Now, what else I have is I got a bunch of Mexican stuff again. Some of it I sold yesterday, but this one is one of the newer pieces I found.
Ooh,
No, I don't know if this is Mexican. I think this is more Portuguese or Italian, but it's a beautiful, beautiful plate. It's signed right there. It says, I don't know. I can't read it, but it looks like it could be an Italian name. And here's the back. It's signed. De Conta a mano, which probably means handmade, hand painted. A mano is the hand. So this piece is, let's see, it is 8 inches across, and we're selling this for $8. And we're gonna give it the number 16. See, I like the numbers. I'm kind of lazy with numbers. Sometimes I just throw them out there without holding them up. But I find if I have to look at upside, if I have to go back to the video later and look something up because I missed a name or something, it's easier to have the names, have the
Yes,
numbers in the picture so you can see it.
I've had to do that before too.
And I got Nancy for number 16. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Next one is, oh yeah, I got these two Corning mugs, which are just the mugs. I don't know if these ever had saucers or not, but they don't need them. I think they're totally cool. If you have one of those trees to hang your mugs on, and you got two of this and two of something else and two of something else again, instead of having four of the same, maybe. So these, and I just totally like the design. I mean, these they look mid-century modern, and it's just really, I like those types of things. There we go. We got the mark on the bottom, and we got those. Oh, and my chat is disappearing on me again. Where's the? And I'm gonna let these go for $6 for the set. $6 for the set. Number two. Number two. $6 for the set. And that was my two. You muted, Barbie.
Thank you. This is the next item that I have up is from my summer ween drop hop sale that did not sell that I wanted to bring here.
Thanks,
And
Cass. That's what I thought. They just have mugs, no saucers.
it is a pair of Anchor Hawking Fire King mugs,
Nice.
and they're red and black ombre. So to me, it gave a very Halloween-esque spooky vibe. They're in great shape. Whoever had these was thinking and did not put them in the dishwasher and did not use any sort of scouring pad to wash them. Probably just used a nice washcloth and some nice soap. So they say Anchor Hawking Fire King, made in USA. Oven proof if you're so inclined. But I've got the black ombre, comes into the red. Here's the nice handle.
Nice. Those are beautiful.
They're very beautiful. And do you remember where I met you last year? This is where I got them from.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was cool. Oh, that was a fun weekend.
It was. There is one little booper right here, but otherwise, these are in fantastic condition wise. No flea bites, no chips if I do the palm test.
Not even small flea bites, tiny flea
No
bites,
small
little
flea
flea bites.
None.
Dang. And remember, we're not supposed to say the C word. Tim is hungry.
Oh, right. Will not say it. They also stack very well. So whether you just want to add them to a display or add them to your cupboard of other Fire King coffee mugs that you have, because as we know, there are other different ombre colors that these came in and different patterns. So if you are interested in this set, type in F for Fire King and they are $10.
I had to rearrange my stuff because Bismarck just decided to come up here, which is what he usually does in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But since I had stuff all over the place, he just jumped up on some fragile breakables. Oops. I usually keep this place spot clean for him now and cleaned off so he can lay down there, and I'm just a complete jerk about that today. So let's see. What else do we have? Oh, we have a totally cool little bud vase, and this is not an ice cream bowl. But it's not an ice cream bowl. It's a purple vase. It's a real vase. Look at that, and it's bigger than my face.
That's a
So
beautiful
it's probably
vase.
about 7-8 inches tall. Whoops, I'm throwing away more stuff because I can. Yeah, 8 inches almost, 7.75. It's a beautiful piece, and where's my cheat sheet? Plus, I cheat anyway, so I don't even need my cheat sheet. I'm gonna let this one go for $10. Number 22, $10. Number 22 for this totally cool. It reminds me of the Empoli style a little bit. It's got the bottom, got this
Mm-hmm.
design on the stem there, and then it's a little darker on the bottom. It goes lighter, and then of course it's got the crimping. Is that what it's called? The crimping on the top. It's just a beautiful piece. I mean, it is. I've had this in my collection for a while now, and it's ready for a new home since my collection is changing.
It is very Empoli-esque and almost like you said, the perfume bottles that they made. It's
Oh
very
yeah, yeah. It's just a beautiful piece. Oh, it's a little. It's got a little bit of I think residue water, hard water stains inside, which I'm sure can be cleaned off.
a little denture tab will help with that.
There you go. Yeah, I hear about these things. Never even owned those. I gotta start buying some and
Yeah,
checking them out.
they're great. I use them and they work really well.
Oh,
Although
no.
somebody mentioned in a chat they just use like I've heard just alcohol, straight alcohol, that you put on ouchies, and just put that in there, and that works too.
Hi, Jane. Good morning.
Good morning, Jane.
Oh, there you go. That'll work, but that'd be alcohol abuse. I'd rather inhale my alcohol myself and do the denture tablets. That they're not as tasty, so they can
I
do
do
the other.
like watching the bubbles.
There you go. Connect the bubbles. Get a pen and try and burn it before they're gone. Okie dokie. Was that my first or second one?
That was your first.
Oh, thank you. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Hey, Jane. Natu. Good morning. Rubbing alcohol. Yeah, here we go again with the alcohol. Um, Actually, I do have rubbing alcohol for something. I never thought to use it on my vases, but I do have bottle brushes, so I can
There you
try
go.
that. Okay, so what else did we have? I'm confusing myself here. I have another vase, which is the small Mexican vase, which is the mate to the one I sold yesterday, which was bigger. But this one doesn't have any issues with the paint like the other one did.
Pretty.
And it's signed FP, whoever that is, I don't know. It's glazed inside, which is really nice for so it won't leak when you put water in it. If they're not glazed, they tend to leak the water. In fact, I picked one up that was a typical 1980s vase with a souvenir design on it, cactus and stuff. It was beautiful. That I gave my cousin one of these days when I was visiting her as a gift, and it was leaking like crazy, and I felt so bad. And she's like, "No, no, that's normal. They do that. If they're not glazed inside, they leak." And I was like, "Are you sure? I'm sorry, I brought you a faulty vase." Oh, someone knocking on my door, but I'm not expecting anyone. I don't need anything. And I hope it's not the mail person bringing me a package I need to sign for, because they usually get here later. It's too early for the mail person. So, let's see. Now, this little piece of Mexican beauty is about 4 inches tall, I would say. It's a nice little bud vase, and we'll let this go for $6. And we're gonna give it a number 20. $6, number 20. And look at the design on there. It's just a beautiful little piece. And hey, Peggy, good morning. And it's just, yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And even if you don't put anything in there, you can just put it on your shelf and enjoy it. Oh, you know what? That's my neighbor. Let me answer that real quick, and I'll put you back on.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, guys. My next item is something fun, something interesting. I have this piece here. And what it is, it's an old lipstick holder. And I'll take the lipsticks out and show you those individually. But it's this piece of metal shaped like a heart. And it's got an adornment on it. And then I have gone and I picked up from an auction a jar full of old lipsticks. Mostly because I love the old packaging, and I love old ephemera and vintage advertising. And I actually have an old piece of ephemera that displays this lipstick right here. So here's the piece. And it's got this adornment of this tassel with this red, what do you want to call it? There's a word, it's not coming to me. Gold tone. And then here's, this is my tag right here. And it's got this matte finish on it. And then we've got these individual lipsticks. So this one here is no longer made by the person, no longer makes lipsticks. But I love the packaging to it. This one here is Shantae. And there are lipsticks inside, although I'm sure they're quite full of lead. So I definitely would discourage any use of these. There's this one here. This one is an old Avon Ripe Cherry. And this one here, look at the packaging on this one.
That's pretty.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, totally cool.
And then let me see if I can still see this one. Oh, this is Avon. Avon products. And it's called Deep Carnation. Avon, New York. My mom sold Avon when I was a kid, and I don't recall this packaging. So this must go back further than the 70s. So again, it's this piece here. And it holds all these vintage lipsticks. So, if you have a display, if you have a nice boudoir display that you want to add, if you've got the old, brush and comb and mirror, and you want to add, I don't want to tip it over because they're all going to fall out. But anyway, I just think it's neat. It's a neat old display. If you're interested in all pieces, just type in letter L for lipstick, and it's $8. So it's the holder and all the lipsticks.
That is a beautiful piece, and that's a nice deal. That is definitely worth it.
It was fun to put together.
Okay, so yeah, my neighbor just called me to let me know that there's a guy outside of my door. Right at the time when this same guy was knocking on my door, I told her, yeah, he knocked, and she was saying he was walking away now, but he looked kind of suspicious. She's really cool because she works out of her home, and she sees out of the window, and she's really cool. One day we had one of those reseller meetings, and we were at an antique mall, and I got a call for her that day because some guy was going through all these boxes I had outside, which, as I said, we were talking earlier, I've got, some stuff in boxes outside that I don't have room inside for, and it's all stuff that eventually is going to go away anyway, so I should just get rid of it now. But you never know. And I was laughing and saying, hey, more power to them. If they want to take all this stuff off my hands, I'll be happy. I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yep, just come on in. Take what you want.
Yeah, Marianne, that Facebook thing was a real bad problem because they hijacked my account. The first thing I got was, hey, Hope. Hi, Hope. Good to see you, Hope. Good morning. And no, they don't ask to take my cable. They just get on ladders and take it. But yeah, no, that Facebook thing was really bad because they hacked into my account. The first thing I got was an email from Facebook saying I need to send in my ID because it looks like I'm not 13 years old yet and I'm too young to be on Facebook. My entire account is older than 13 years, and I'm definitely older than 13. And then I got another email saying that my post went against the regulations, and it was also, the sexual type thing, real bad sexual type thing. And ever since I've been blocked. I did send in my ID twice already, that right that day and then the next day, but I figured I'd give them some time to reply. They're probably swamped with thousands of people whose accounts get hacked because it happens every day.
Mhm.
But it's been almost 3 weeks now. I have not heard anything back. I don't know what's going on. I tried to outsmart him yesterday or the other day, and I wrote a quick note and took a picture of that and pretended I was going to send in a picture of my ID, but they figured out it was not a picture of my ID and
Mm.
kicked it back. Because there's no way to contact Facebook, and that's what I really hate about this whole situation. There's no way I
No.
can contact Facebook and talk to them and tell them, hey, this is what happened.
Yep.
Could you please, and then they give me 30 days to send in my information, or they're gonna delete my account forever. I can't even open a new account with a different email, with with my VPN on different, from a different country, anything. Some of these VPNs, they work for some stuff, but not for stuff like that. They still know who you are. They look right through your VPN, and it's just so frustrating because I'm missing out on all my foodie chats and stuff I do on Facebook and the groups
Yes.
I'm in and moderating. And it's just frustrating. It's just really, really annoying because, like I said, the most annoying part is that I know we all get hacked at some point in time. I know it's our responsibility to make our passwords hacker safe, but there is no such thing as a hacker safe password. And those passwords, they usually suggest you had all sorts of symbols, numbers, letters in a random order. Those kind of passwords, nobody would ever be able to remember. So you have to write them down. If you write them down somewhere, again, you get, they can find out. They can find your notes or something, or your notes disappear. This whole thing is ridiculous because yes, hackers are part of our daily computer life, and that Facebook makes it so hard to get in touch with them. That's what I really hate. Give me a chance to send you an email or at least have some chat function. I mean, there are other large companies who have chat functions where you can chat with a person. You don't even have to call them by phone, but they have employees for that. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I really yeah, hope I should do that, really. Of course, I don't know if it would let me log in later once I'm back at my house again, but yeah, I should do that. I should use your ISP and open a new account with a different email just to hold me over so I can get back into Facebook. Cool. And I even asked a friend who knows about these things too if she has a way to get a hold of them, but she didn't know anything either because you just don't get a hold of Facebook, which is the ridiculous part. So another one of my totally cool pieces that came right out of my kitchen. I've used it. You've probably seen me use it. Is this beautiful pottery mug, and it's got purple in it.
Mm.
And I love the way the glaze is. It's
Mm-hmm.
just drip glaze or something, and the way the handle is shaped. It is actually one of my favorite mugs, but I have so many favorite mugs that I just need to reduce the amount of favorite mugs. I also have a box full of mugs in storage that
Do
I
you?
switch out every so often. There you go. Here's a signature. And I never know these signatures. You cannot, I don't think there's any way to tell these signatures. It just shows that someone signed it. And it's a very comfortable mug. And I really like the ones with the thicker handles, just like the Mexican ones I had yesterday. I got a couple of them here today too, because they're easier to hold, to hang on to. They're not like the flimsy ones that like fall right off your hand when you reach them, and then you grab them by the body, and then you have hot stuff in there, and you burn your hands or something. So just like all my mugs, most of my mugs, not all of them. This is gonna be $8, and we're gonna let this go under the number 13. Lucky 13, $8, beautiful pottery mug. And you don't need to drink coffee out of it. You can drink tea, you can drink soup out of it, you can drink water out of it. But this is a beautiful design. I really like it. John Robert, good morning, good morning. Okay, that was my first one, right? I can't even count till two today. What's up with me? Then I have another nautical item. This is another one of those pieces that I bought for myself for my own collection,
Beautiful.
but I'm letting it go. And I don't know what kind of a stone this is. I don't know if this is real bronze or if it's just bronze colored metal, but it's shiny. And it's signed. Right there's a signature. And this is an actual stone. It's not plastic, and it has a little bit of weight to it, but not too much. And this one I'm letting go for $10. $10 number 19. $10 number 19. Copper. There you go.
I love copper too.
That's right. Copper. But I love the design. Even the little thing that goes to the copper there. That's just really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
See, the backside is a little bit
It
more
gives
on a
that
less
some
shiny side.
movement.
You can use it as a paperweight. We sell these paperweights left and right, but people don't have paper anymore. That's one of the things. So I should do these paperweights. Next time I get on a scale, I hang on to a paperweight, and then after that, I leave the paperweight off, and now I'll instantly lost weight. That'll make me feel so much better.
Yeah, is the bottom could be quartz. Absolutely.
It could be quartz, yeah. I used to know these things too, but again, it's something I've not followed up and not kept up in my life.
It appears to be quartz, but
That's a beautiful piece.
mm-hmm.
And it's definitely worth the money. So
Mm-hmm.
that is, and I did say, I believe, number 19. That was my 2. And back to you.
All right.
That's why I do 2, because it rhymes. I love it.
All right, guys. My next item is a piece of Mosser glass. And I got it from my glass supplier, Becky at Vintage Viking Treasures. And it's a turtle. And what it's known for is being a soap dish, although it definitely does not have to be that. And it's this beautiful cobalt blue. This is an offer up, and it's going to start at $18. It does hold a great surprise, but I want to show you a little more detail. And then here's the back. It's got this nice grid on the back. And then here's the detail of his shell. So it is concaved here. Bye, Hope. So again, it's Mosser glass. Here's the surprise that it holds. It glows green. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. All I see is my big bright lights.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
It's cobalt blue. However, if you put a light on it, it's all green. It's
That's
all
nice.
green.
That's interesting.
Yes.
That
Again,
is a real nice.
It's
real
Mosser
nice
glass, and it's starting at 18. And with the black light on it, it glows green. And it's pretty amazing. So if you have a green uranium collection, you can add this to it, and it will glow like the Dickens. So let me give you a measurement on this guy. They have, so it's about 5.5 by 4. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. There is a chemical that's in here that does make it glow. It's not, it's not the traditional uranium, but there is a chemical that they added. Mosser Glass is a glass company. I believe it's West Virginia that makes all different types of, they have different types of molds with different types of animals. Again, Becky at Vintage Viking Treasures is where I buy a lot of my glass pieces from. I got this from her, and this is an offer up starting at 18. And they market it as a soap dish. It's concaved here, but you could definitely use it for whatever you wanted to use it for.
Cool. That's a beautiful piece. I love it. And it's a turtle.
And it's
We are turtle fans.
all right, on to you.
Oh, yes. And of course, I was so mesmerized by your item. I wasn't even looking at my own items. I do have now. This is a little bit iffy because I do have this totally cool set of Ken Edwards
Oh,
Mexican, that's the leftover from the items I sold yesterday.
love Ken
I
Edwards.
do have two of each, but the problem is the second ones have chips. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Tim. Have the C word. The C word we're not supposed to mention. Oh my, I apologize.
hopefully
So
he's gotten something in his tummy by now.
there's one right there. So I wasn't sure if you all want me to offer those as well. I mean, it's still beautiful to display or even use, but I was just going to offer these as a choice, either one mug or one bowl. But then I know one mug kind of doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna compromise and I'm gonna offer choice of each, and then the person who, if anybody wants to purchase these, gets the choice again at an extra $2 to get the other pieces as well, the matching piece. So the bowl would come with another bowl, and the mug would come with the other mug at $2 extra because they can still be used. They're still, and you know what? If you make mosaics, you can probably even smash them and then put them together into a mosaic, into your
I
own art.
I love mosaic pieces.
And they are Ken Edwards. Now I did hear that he may have passed away recently, but I don't know if that's true or not. I don't have any. Whoops. The problem is that he's not the famous person that he should be, where that kind of news would be on the internet.
Mhm.
And it's a fairly common name. There's a lot of Ken Edwards who did pass away recently who are not artists in Mexico in Tonala. So these I'm going to do an offer up. I'm going to start these at $5 choice. So $5 choice offer up. Did you want to type that in, Barbie?
Of course.
I appreciate that because I got my hands full. If anyone is interested, and then for an extra $2, if interested, that would be a fixed price. You can get the second piece with it. No, Bismarck? No, Bismarck is not for
Oh
sale.
my goodness, I
He's
cannot
not
type
from
this
pretty.
morning. It's on its way. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, these are beautiful pieces. These are beautiful pieces. And they are the original Ken Edwards pieces. I love his designs. His signature is even. This one is different though, but it's still his style and it's still his signature. Yeah, I noticed that yesterday that it really helps to put the item in there along with the price when you do that, because like I've noticed that yesterday on Misty's sale I had to go back and look at something that I forgot to write down, and it just said starting bids, but it doesn't say starting bids for what, so you don't know what item you're on.
Sure. Hi, Leanne.
Hey Leanne, good morning. But we don't seem to have any interest in these beautiful pieces, which is fine. They'll just stay at my house and I'm gonna be using them for a while. That's the beauty about buying stuff you like. If nobody else is interested, you can keep them and you're not gonna be mad that you have an extra piece of pottery that to use. In fact, I had a couple of Ken Edwards plates a long time ago, and before I knew anything about him, just and who I loved and used for food and salad, and one of them I broke or I chip. So it's, yeah, I'm bad about that kind of stuff. Okay, so no takers at that. No worries. We do have also. Oh yeah, let's go with.
Hi, Beth.
Hey Jerry, good morning. Hey Beth.
Hi, Jerry.
I do have this totally cool little Mother Goose panorama 10 feet long book. Now I don't know how that's supposed to work, but it's old, it's beautiful, and I'm not going to try and pull it all out. It does all come out. It is I don't know if these are attached or if they're supposed to be attached. They probably are. If you know what to do with these things, you can probably reattach them. So, Humpty Dumpty. I just absolutely love this book. And I know there's people out there who specifically look for children's books. I don't know if those people are here in this chat right now, but oh, and there's piggies and markets, and that's kind of a yeah, I don't know. Piggies and markets, I do not like that poem. That's too morbid for me. Because we know what they do with piggies who go to the market. So this piece, this totally cool book is just $5. I'll let this go for just $5, and if you don't get anything else, I could ship this media mail, and that'll be number 12. $5, number 12 for this totally cool Mother Goose panorama book. And that was my two.
Okay.
Back to you.
All right. My next item is another piece that glows, and this is truly uranium glass. And what I have here are two bowls. Be very steady with my hands. So we've got two pieces of hazel atlas. Oh, look, Mike.
Mike, I got you, Mike. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Mike.
Appreciate it. Good morning, Mike.
Here is the marking on the back, and I'll show you the glow in just a second. Now, this is a plain pattern. You may or may not know this. So we've got, you've seen some uranium pieces with beautiful patterns. Most family households had just the plain uranium, for their everyday use, and that's what these pieces were. And you can tell that there was some usage to these. There are some, like specifically that there's some little flea bites right here, some little chips. And mostly I'm guessing that's from doing this, from doing some stacking, but they're really a nice set of bowls. Nice and deep, nice and wide. And so they're about 5.5 to 6 inches. You go from rim to rim, it's 6 inches. The mouth, about 5 inches. And then as far as, they're about 3 inches tall. So we've got these two glorious uranium bowls. And are you ready for the glow? Of course, it probably won't show.
Woo!
There you go. You can see it.
Nice.
So they glow nice and bright. I'm going to be careful. I'm just going to do one at a time. But yes, they both have a beautiful glow.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are interested in these two bowls, you can type in H for Hazel Atlas, and they are $20 for the pair. Very glowy. All right.
Okay, and I'm behind on my notes again. And I got Beth for number H. Letter H.
Thank you, friend.
Okay, so what else do we have? We have, let me put this away. We have, now this piece I'm kind of iffy because it is rather large, and I'm worried about it breaking in the mail, but it's such a beautiful piece. I figured I'd bring it. I know I had it on a while ago, and I got to keep it. Now I'm trying it again.
Oh, I like this.
Whoops. It's a tray.
That's really cool.
It's a beautiful piece. No, and it's got a little bit of damage right up there on top, but you can hardly see it. The rest, the picture is not damaged. That's the important part. And you can actually use it. And there's the back. It's got the pinkish card, looks like paper cover. And it is, let's get out the old measurement thingy. If I measure it, including the handles, it is about almost 21 inches. 20 3/4 long and 11 inches across. So that's a beautiful piece. No, that
It's very.
screams mid-century modern.
I'd like
I
to set
love
that
I
on
love the design. I
a
love the
holder.
picture.
It's got the burrow and the beautiful flowers and the two women celebrating each other and the gentleman playing the music. It tells a story. It's fantastic.
It is, exactly. And this piece can be yours for just $10.
That's a great
$10.
price.
That's a good price. You can probably resell it and make money off of it. $10, number 4. $10, number 4. Hey, Delbert. Good morning. Okay. And that was that my first or my second one? I'm
That was your
already
first.
me and counting. I cannot count till 2. I'm supposed to sell stuff. I'm supposed to add on prices and shipping and do math, but I cannot count till 2. Go figure.
It's all
That's
good, friend. It's all
to
good.
help me back there. He's just looking pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Screw that. Oh, I'm here. I'm here to look pretty. And I had a couple more of these. These are not in the best of shapes, but these are totally cool children's magazines or books or whatever they are. I don't know if they're complete, but they look complete because I have a
Uncle Wiggly.
title page here and a title page there. And
Here, page, there,
inside,
page, everywhere, page, page.
yep. And I mean, they're a little bit brittle because they're old. They're not mistreated or anything. Some of them have a little have some kids were drawing with pencils in there, but not to a point where it destroys them. It just uh, gives them a certain charm. Look at that old car there.
Those are old golden books.
Ah, and
Very
there's.
vintage golden books.
I just really like them. I just really like. Yep, there you go. Giant golden book for growing minds. Oh, thank you, Crazy Kitty Vintage. Was it Leanne?
Mm-hmm.
Leanne names. So these go together. Not a choice. They go together. Ugh, I have numbers flying around and I'm getting them all mixed up. These go together for $6 for the pair, number 24. $6 for the pair, number 24. They're not in the best of shapes. That's why I basically let them go for a very good deal. And if you're junk journaling or if you're an
Mm-hmm.
artist, you can.
For sure for junk journaling.
Uh-oh, Mike, don't you have a charger for your phone? You're supposed to have your phone charged up before the sale. You know that. Oh man. So that was it. Now I know it was 2. I was actually able to count to 2 right now.
Good
With
job.
your help, of course.
All right, guys, my next item is this paperweight.
Wow, that's another blue one.
And like our friend Tiger would say, fishy, fishy, fishy. There's fishies in it. It's not very big. It's a little one. So you just plop it on a shelf, a little corner shelf. And I don't know who the maker is, but it's got a nice smooth bottom. And I like this shape because we usually see just, the round orbs, but I like this one. And it's got little stalactites inside. That's what I'm calling them. And there's 2 fish in there, and it's got the blue in the center. Got some bubbles in there, and the 2 fishy, 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 fishy. Measurement wise, it measures just at 2.5 inches tall and 1 3/4 rather. And there's some heft to it. So if you were interested in this paperweight, you can type in P and it's $8. P for $8 with the fishy,
Hey,
fishy, fishy.
this is a clean channel. We don't pee on this channel.
Aw, Karen, that's awesome. Thanks, thanks,
Oh,
girl.
Karen, thank you. I appreciate that. And I got Beth for the word we'd like to keep clean on this channel.
Thanks, Beth.
And my next item is, I know I'm going out on a limb. It's big and heavy, but it's beautiful. And we're coming up on fall. And we're coming up on holidays. Imagine this on your Thanksgiving table with some food on there, some some sides or something, a whole pile of mashed potatoes or something like that. Yeah, or half a turkey maybe, or some turkey pieces. I love the design. It is a beautiful piece, and there's the mark on the back.
I just want to see blue leaves in real life. That's all I want. Because there's blue leaves on that plate.
I know it's there. Oh, there's all sorts of colors.
They're cool. I want to see blue leaves.
I've seen green. I've seen green and yellow and brown leaves, but not too many blue leaves.
Right.
That's when the green and the yellow had an affair.
That's right.
13.5 by 10.5. 13.5 by 10.5. I don't know. I'm totally in love with this piece. Well, I'm in love with all my pieces. So what can I say?
Yeah, Karen, his shirt is pretty amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I always love your stuff.
I'm just one of those poorly loving people. I love everybody and everything. What can I do?
That's why
this one, I let that go for $15. Now let's go with $10. $10. And we're going to go with number 9. No, number 6. That was number 6. Got the little thing up there. Well, I thought it was a number 9, but the number is supposed to be on top. Number 6, $10 for the totally cool full platter without food on it. You get it without the food. That you have to take care of yourself, I'm afraid. Sorry. And that was my first one, right?
Correct.
Hey, I'm good. I figured it out all by myself. And then I have these totally cool mid-century modern pieces. So it's got a creamer and a creamer sugar. I've actually seen this advertised as a as a gravy thing, but it's more like creamer. It's too small for it. No, I can use it for gravy, but I got the sugar with it. So I love the design. I've got another piece of that too, but these go together. Not choice, but they go as a set. No, they're not marked on the bottom. I've seen them. Home and Laughlin had one that looked kind of like it, and these were, was it Taylor Smith Taylor? So I'm not sure which one of them made these, or if they're all the same company. I'm I'm kind of ignorant when it comes to that kind of stuff. I know names of companies. I don't know stories and all that. So, but look at the design. I just love it.
The design makes me very happy.
And it's pink. Pink inside. And I really like that it's got like a metal handle there on top.
Oh, that is very MCM.
That's different.
Yeah.
It comes off too if you want to take it off. And then there's the inside of this one. And this set goes for $15. $15, number 12 for this totally cool MCM set. And that was 2. And back to you.
Yay!
Simple minds, simple pleasures. I get a pleasure of the ooh every time.
Okay. My next item is recently Catherine Young and Fatbird Finds had a great show together of teacups and saucers. And I've had this one sitting in my reselling collection, and I wanted to bring it here. And I like it because it's a little unique in that it's square. And there's so much movement and so much detail to it. Let me give you the maker.
That's cool. That's a
I
cool piece.
I think it is too, and it's very light and very delicate. So it's Haviland Limoges. I kind of
Rogel.
thank you. Oh, très bien, très bien.
Thank you, Beth.
And I believe these are hyacinth flowers. But I just love the movement and the swirl, and then the gold detailing around the rim there, as you can see. And I think it would hold a nice solid cup of tea. And to me, it's more masculine, even though it has the flowers on it, because it's not the rounded. And then it does come with the saucer, which has this beautiful ruffle.
Nice. Yeah, that is a beautiful piece. That's
I
very
like
nicely
this.
made.
It's really pretty. And I
Mhm.
learned something, and you guys might know this already. So I recently learned, someone shared with me that I guess farmers did this, and maybe they did it because they didn't have a lot of time to drink their coffee in the morning. Um, because they had to get out and take care of things on the farm. But apparently what they would do is they would have their teacup or coffee cup and saucer, and apparently they would pour some of their coffee into the saucer to let it cool and then
Hmm.
drink it this way.
Oh, wow.
And I just learned that. And I don't know if it was just farmers did that or if other people did that too, but I hadn't heard that. And I thought that was just an interesting tidbit I wanted to pass along. So if you are interested in this, there's another flower inside. If you're interested in this teacup and saucer, it is letter T and it's $6. Letter T for $6.
Cool. Well, I don't know if I want to bring this next item since the last item did not come across as I had hoped. But this is the I don't know, gravy boat. I would consider it, or maybe you could use it for mashed potatoes too. That comes with a set I just had in the last round, and this does have the the bottom to it. It's a complete set, and it's an excellent shape. Same company, same design. They all go together. This one is trusty measurement thingy. I cannot live without it. No, the outside there's a small flea bite as opposed to the large flea bite. Uh, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do away with the C word to not annoy Tim and just go with small and large flea bites. So this is the small flea bite, 6.5 times 4.25 outside measurements, and of course the bottom, the tray is about 8.5 long. But underplate. There you go. Thanks, Kim. So yeah, this is a beautiful set. This goes for $10. And we're gonna give this a number 26, just because we can. Number 26, $10 for this piece. And it's pink inside, just like the other. It's the same set, so they all go together.
Beautiful
Which is
set.
a beautiful set. Yeah, I just got it out of my china cabinet back behind me the other day for the sale because I'm remodeling and all my Goffreds that were in there already in storage again. Oh, I hate putting Goffred in storage. I need a bigger house. But then, cool. That was that. We do have also a set of souvenir cups, and these are a choice. And these are very 1950s. Now this one is Vegas, and this guy, I forgot his name. He has a name. He is a thing in Vegas, or was at the time. The howdy partner.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy. There's the mark. It's made in Japan.
Yes, Marianne, that's a great idea.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
So what number would you like me to put in, Tiger? You said they're for choice?
Yeah, they're for choice, but I gotta give them a fixed price. They're gonna be $10 each.
Okay.
So their choice. You got Vegas, and I forgot his name, but you can look him up. He is famous in Vegas. And then here's California, marine land of the Pacific.
Oh, that's awesome.
And there's a little dolphin. And this one is not marked, but it looks like it was made by the same company as the other guy. These are so, I mean, I just love them. I just came across them the other day and I had to pick them up. These are so totally cool, vintage 1950s looking souvenirs. So they're $10 each. We're going to give them the number 19. Number 19, for $10, you can choose one or both. Well, not for $10 both, but $20 both. And they're very light and won't. You will hardly feel them in the shipping. And that was my two.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming towards the end, right?
Yeah, this is my last item.
That's what I was thinking. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, my next item is a piece of vintage jewelry. This is a coral necklace from the 50s. And I brought it today because it has, well, one, it's coral, and two, it's beautiful, but three, it's orange, since we're getting into the fall season, and I love. Ciao, Monica. How are you?
Monica.
So I wanted to bring it something that you could wear into the fall season. So let me bring it a little, and I'll take it off the stand here in just a second. But so it has these enamel pieces of orange that wrap around, and then it has the orange round beads here, and I'll show you the detail. It is known as a choker. So if you want it to be a little bit longer, you have to get an extension. Let me give you some closer up of this. So here's what the back looks like. It's got this gold tone here. And then I love the detailing on the back. So if it's around your back of your neck, you see these beautiful orange beads. And as you can see, the clasp here. So depending on how long or short you want it, just take this here and clamp it around the finding that you want to clamp it on. The coral mark, the branding, you can't see it here. I had to use my loop, but it says coral right. Teeny tiny letters. It says coral right there.
That's a beautiful piece. That is absolutely cool.
I love this piece. It is very MCM.
Yeah, those colors are awesome.
And so if you have a black necklet, or rather black t-shirt or a black shirt, and you've got this beautiful orange choker necklace. And again, you could wear it with any color. It doesn't have to specifically be black, but since we are coming into fall, that's why I brought this here. So if you're interested in this vintage coral choker necklace, type in C and it's $8. Letter C for $8.
Cool. That's a beautiful piece. That's a great price.
I think so.
Yeah, you can resell that and make
For sure.
Make that, yeah.
Absolutely.
Make some money off of it.
Yep.
Okay.
And that was my last piece.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
It was number, and that was what did I just say? Vegas Vic. Vegas Vic was that cowboy in that on that cup. I guess he was a thing back in the day in Vegas.
Ah, okay.
Let's do a run through of the first few items. I usually do a run through of the first page of my book and not the second, because by then everybody was already here.
Okay.
Do you want to start, or you want me to start with a run?
Why don't you go for it, since I just went?
Okay. Well, I recap. I always say run through. I don't know why. Recap is probably more appropriate. So there was the swan that finally decided to shut up. The Born Free music box that is not playing properly anymore, but I'm sure it can be fixed, because all this can be taken apart and opened up. Probably just needs some cleaning, because it sounds like it's just stuck. I don't know if someone just over wound it or something, but this piece was somewhere on a page, and that's just what that's why I need to learn to go in order so I can find my things when I'm looking for them. This
Hmm.
piece was $10, and it was number 8. It's just such a beautiful piece. I know. I don't even care if the box is playing. I just love, love, love that swan. I love swans, anyways. They can
Are
be
you?
pretty mean, but they're usually mean when they defend the family.
Mm.
They're beautiful.
Hi, Jeannie. Good morning.
Hey, Jeannie. Good morning. We're right on time for a recap. Then we had those Corning mugs. They were up $6 for the set. Number 2, $6 for the Corning mugs, which is a really good deal for Corning mugs. That's about the price that, yeah. So what else do we have? We did have the purple bud vase, which for some reason is still there. That surprises me.
I'm surprised too.
It's such a beautiful piece, and you really can't complain about the price.
Bring the stem up a little bit closer to the camera. That's such a beautiful detail in the stem there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's very, very Empoli,
Mm-hmm.
Empoli-like stem. And I'm not saying it's not Empoli. I mean, it could be.
Right.
I don't know if I made small ones, but I'm sure they did. It's got kind of a two-tone purple, the darker on the
And
bottom
it's
and the lighter on top. And it's got
reminiscent of a perfume bottle as well. It's very pretty.
so that was $8, and that was number 22. That was $8, number 22. Whoops. And then there was, what else did we have? Um, we had we had the big, where did I put it? The big ceramic, which I'm
Cats.
hiding from myself, which it can't have gone far because I've not moved from the spot the whole time, so everything has to be within reach. This was just $10 because it's a little bit bigger and heavier, and the shipping is going to be a little bit more. That's why I'm practically giving it away at $10. Kaz, I know the feeling. I don't blame, but I appreciate you stopping by to hang out
Mm-hmm.
with us. That's all.
Absolutely. Yes.
And please, please, please do remember the thumb. If you would thumb up my video, I know my videos have been kind of slower lately because I was on vacation and deserted you all, and then you kind of wandered off and forgot that I still exist.
You were missed.
And I'm gonna have to do more YouTube stuff coming up. I just haven't figured out what yet because I'm not the smart person. That like some of these people who go out there and have all this information, like George and them and Michael and them. Hey, Kathy.
Hi,
I just
Kathy.
yeah, that's just not me. And I'm just I'm just me. So and to sit here and just tell them, hey, I'm me. I'm Tiger. Hey, 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 howdy, howdy. Tiger's back. That just gets boring after a while.
I disagree.
Yeah, well, you're partial. You love me. That's different. I got the little Mexican bud vase for $6. I think that was number 20. And it's signed this way. Beautiful piece, very small. Not does not take up too much room in your house, but it looks just as pretty as the large ones. That was $6, number 20. Then we had my coffee mug, which will be happy to go back into my kitchen cabinet if nobody is interested in it. Blue, purple, drip glaze, nice big handle, beautiful piece, and signed. And that was $8 for number 13. $8, number 13. We're almost done with the first page. Well, I'm not going to hold up the tray again. So that was basically the first few items I had. I think everybody else was here for the second half.
All right. I agree.
Our own
I
unique
agree,
stuff.
Marianne.
That's true. We all have our
Here,
own.
here.
And yeah, I did have the Ken Edwards set choice. That was a choice with the bowl and the thing. I think I started this as an offer up at $5. So if anybody wants one of these for $5, and then I'll throw in matching mate, which with a chip for $2 extra. And they're all signed Ken Edwards. Whoops. I can't even go forward and backward anymore. I think I need a vacation. There you go.
Or more coffee.
Well, I already had my 2 cups. I gotta be careful with coffee. That was it. Let's leave it at that and do another one again soon. But for now, we have we have items to pack and invoices to send out, and I will probably not invoice or work on that until later today and tomorrow. Usually by Friday night, I send out my invoices. If I can't get them done for some reason, Friday, I'll send them out usually on Sundays because Saturday is only a half day, and I found that my post office doesn't really ship anywhere on Saturday. If I drop it off at the post office before closing, it usually sits there all weekend long, anyways, until I ship it out on Monday. So I'm not sweating it over weekends. I will either send my invoice out Fridays or Sundays. So by Sunday night, if I haven't sent you an invoice, then please send me an email and let me know that you didn't get it. It happened twice in recent weeks where I sent out all the invoices except one. I had everything packed up and everything. The shipping label was ready to go, but for some reason I missed the invoice. I missed to put that person's name on the invoice. It happens.
It does. It does.
But if you don't get it, oh, Claudia, hey, good morning. Haven't
Hi,
seen you in a
Claudia.
while.
Good morning.
So yeah, that's that, and we're gonna leave it at that. I have, like I said, things to pack up and ship. I've got a couple of state sales I want to hit today, so I probably leave the house right now and come back later. So I probably won't start working on this until tomorrow. But tomorrow I've dedicated the day to my shipping adventures. So hopefully I'll be able to get everything packed up. See, some people are able to pack up 100 boxes in a day. I can barely do my 10 to 20 in a day. It's just, it's just so hard for me to stand at that table for a long period of time. And it just gets to me physically where I get to the point where I just have to sit down. But then once I sit down, I can't get up anymore. I'm old. What can I do? I'm old, but I'm
Well,
alive.
I'm excited for you to go to this estate sale. So you go and you enjoy, and I want to hear everything you see after you get back.
Thank you so much. Everybody else, you know the deal. We're gonna leave it at that, and we're all gonna keep it real.